Welcome to the Wrexham Coffee Matchup. I'm Dave.
And I'm Courtney. Each week, we'll take a few minutes to catch up on the latest news from Wrexham. From matchups to transfers, on and off the pitch, we'll share our takes on it all.
So grab a coffee and join us.
Hey, Dave. Welcome.
Notice something different.
What's that?
We're in the same room.
This is you.
But also, where are we?
We are in Wrexham.
So welcome from Wrexham.
Hey, welcome from Wrexham.
This has been our third trip together.
Our third trip together.
My fifth trip in total. And so far, just in the less than 24 hours, or just 24 hours that it's been an amazing trip so far.
It has been.
Yes.
I agree.
Yes.
But actually, before we talk, we are still riding the high of today's Ipswich Town match. But we also, something else. There was another match that happened just a couple days ago.
There was. The one that I did not get to see.
Do we want to start there?
Yeah, let's start there.
Okay. So we played Bristol City and started off great. Actually, we talked about this last episode. I said, I don't want to see Ollie Rathbone start. And then I saw the lineup and he was there. And I thought, you know what? That's okay. Because it's Ipswich Town. So that's fine. But I still don't want him to start. And he made me eat my words after the first, I think 20 minutes or so, he scored.
Yes.
The one moment of the match that you actually saw.
Yeah. So I was at work. That's Tuesday matches from normal. Normally on a Tuesday, I can arrange my meetings. So I have a little gap where I get at least an hour of the match and I can watch from my office. And in this case, I had a meeting offsite.
Okay.
And so I went meeting, and then had to drive to another location for a lunchtime meeting. And I got in the car and I opened up my Wrexham app and iFollow, which I didn't realize that when you watch the game on your phone on iFollow, that you can't turn it full screen. And so I was locked into the tiny corner of my screen. And as we all noticed, the camera at work in Bristol City was so far away that it was like watching little ants running across the screen. So imagine that on a 4-inch screen while I'm driving to a meeting, which
you had a postage stamp that you could watch.
But right then is when Ollie scored, which was a beautiful,
it really was
beautiful goal.
You could barely tell who it was.
Yes. But
then once we were told that it was Ollie Rathbone,
then you
great.
could celebrate. Yes.
Yeah.
So tell me about the rest of the match.
So we started off really well. And then honestly, there were also there were a couple of really fantastic moments both sides could have had. And then the second half, they screamed out of the gate. Armstrong had these two brilliant shots that were two saved passes by the great Arthur Okonkwo. 1 minute later, he came back and it just went into the top corner of the net. And so I will say we started with great momentum. There were great chances from both sides. There were a couple of moments where I think the match could have finished a few points on either side higher. So we ended in a draw, but still I think it felt very frustrating because it was a late equalizer. I mean, we were up 2-1 until the 88th or 89th minute.
Yeah. Yes.
Which how often has that happened?
Too many times
lately?
Too many times. And
I'd rather it be the QPR last few minutes than this last few minutes.
Right. So I have to say, one of my favorite parts of the match that I did not get to watch in real time, and then because of some strange thing, the Paramount Plus did not post the replay, which they usually post that evening. So I didn't get a chance to watch the match before I got on the plane to fly here. But I posted a comment that I was at a work meeting on Blue Sky and started receiving updates on my phone because Dave can't watch, so we have to keep him posted on what's going on.
Of course.
And so I got this from some of our online friends. I got some beautiful commentary along with your commentary. So I felt like I was watching.
If it wasn't going to be Mark, it was going to be your whole Blue Sky family.
Yes, keeping us in the loop. So
absolutely.
So we ended in a 2-2 draw.
We did.
And then
we came.
Then we showed up in town just a few hours
And
before the
everything
match.
changed.
So before we went to the match.
Yes.
So as you know, we plan out everything around our food.
Yeah.
And where to eat.
That's the most important part.
And so we got here in time for a really nice lunch at Bank Bar. And then we walked over to the Magic Dragon Brewery and walked in the door and all of a sudden we were greeted.
Yes.
Dave and Courtney from one of our online friends. Glenn,
yes.
Who just instantly recognized us because we didn't know what you would look like.
Yeah.
And so we're like, who are we looking for? We walked in. He knew exactly what we looked like. We sat down, joined his friends, had a lovely chat.
Yeah.
And at one point, someone came over. And what did the person who came over said?
What did he ask if he just asked if we're Americans?
If we're Americans. Because apparently our accents and our volume of speaking carries across a room.
Oh. Oops.
But that wasn't the first time today that we were asked, are you American?
That's true.
And Glenn said, and they're world famous podcasters.
That was very sweet.
Which we said, no. And he's like, no, they are. And the guy said, as long as you're famous in his book, then you're fine.
We're fine.
We're fine. So then we got to the stadium.
We did.
And where did we sit?
Oh my gosh. I'm trying to think if I have been to a sports match of any kind with seats this great.
Maybe since like high school basketball or something where you're like
I
close
never went
enough.
to any high school basketball games.
Yes, so we were sat behind the goal in the tech end, pretty much right at the corner flag.
On the first row.
First row.
The only person in front of us was a cameraman.
Cameraman who was there the entire time, but that's okay.
That's all right. I learned that I could bend down and see underneath his camera.
And then just to the left of us.
Oh my gosh.
The Ipswich away team.
That was wild.
Yes.
So to the left of us were the away supporters, but who was behind us?
The drums.
That was incredible.
The chanters. The energy of the entire match was behind us. And I think I caught you more than once casting dispersions to the Ipswich crowd.
Yes.
Using language I'm not used to hearing you say.
Yes. I also told one of their players that he was my hero because he got a yellow card.
Yes. So we have to say. Do we?
No, I want to start. Obviously, we're talking about the Ipswich Town match. We didn't really speak about that we've just come back from. But before we give the recap, I want to start that off. I want to start things off with my question of the week to you.
Okay.
Who was your player of the match for this week?
Normally, that's an easy question.
You might be a toss up between 2
or 4 or 5 or 6 today.
Yeah.
I mean, 5 goals from 5 different players, all highlighting their unique strengths.
Mm-hmm.
Arthur, again, performing like an amazing guy. But I think from the perspective of where we watched the match, because the first half they were coming towards us, and second half they were going away from us.
Yeah.
Right. So we were shooting to the opposite end. In the second half, I really got to appreciate watching our defense.
Okay.
The defensive back line of Doyle, Hyam, and Max. And Doyle was just quite amazing today.
He was.
He was amazing on the defense. He took a knock in the head.
Yeah.
He then came back and scored a goal. From a full defensive position, he scored. I mean, and with his head again.
He had a great day
on a corner kick. He had a great day, so I think I would give today to him.
Okay.
But I mean, I have very close seconds and thirds. But
yeah.
What about you?
Okay, my person of the match, because it's not a player.
Okay.
My person of the match.
Yes.
There was a gentleman to our right.
Yes.
I would say he was conservatively in his 70s.
70s, yes.
Hurling insults at the Ipswich fans. And after every goal, he would kind of stand up and do one of these.
Yeah. Or turn to them and just
We got a lot of fingers.
I did that.
There were a lot of fingers in the air.
Yeah.
He was my person
And
of the match.
everyone else would sit down and he'd look one last time and repeat what he had just done before he sat down.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, it was loud before.
Even though at one point, so like we normally on a week-to-week basis on a normal day, we are constantly interacting back and forth, the two of us, by text during a match. I would say that the type of our conversation when we're at home is very different from the types of interactions we have while we're sitting next to each other watching the same match.
That's true, because we don't have to interpret our commentary to each other. You're hearing it.
And there's also no mistaking. No, there's no filter, but there's also no mistaking of tone.
No, that is true.
We're sitting here. My favorite moment of the entire match is, I think it was our third goal.
Okay.
And you looked over at the Ipswich crowd and you said, "What? I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Why are you so quiet?"
They collectively got laryngitis.
Oh, yes.
At the end of the first half before they equalized.
Yes.
It was very eerie.
Yes.
I was concerned for their health.
But I mean, what an amazing experience.
It was incredible.
And just watching it from where we watched it, to see things. I mean, I got some photos that were amazing that I can't wait to share with everybody. But
I do want to say this though.
Yes.
So part of the fun and entertainment of going to see a match is that interaction and, heckling the other team a bit. When we left the match, we did pass a couple of fans from Ipswich Town who saw what we were wearing and said, "Hey, fair play. You guys played amazingly."
Oh, that guy, the guy at the front of the hotel who's staying here, like he complimented us and he's like, "You did it."
So yeah, I'm like, we're ragging a bit,
right?
But like, that was a very hard fought game from both sides.
Right.
I think there was maybe a little bit of underestimation.
Right. And I would say that,
Wrexham.
And remember was it a week ago Friday, we played Ipswich in the Cup.
Yeah.
Where they fielded apparently a very different team from what they fielded today. Our team was not that different. No. I think our major difference was that Smith started versus Moore starting today. And then a few small changes otherwise. But our play was consistent, on par, if not a step above where we played on that match.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't see a noticeable improvement in their squad, in that they were noticeably better or different than they were the previous. I think it was just we came at it with the attack and we're just too much for them.
Yeah. I mean, we started great. Was maybe 10 or 15 minutes in, there were a couple of injuries. There was, play was stopped. Also some actual injuries.
I did this because how many times?
There were a couple flops. There were a couple of stalled plays. Now, this is on both sides.
Yes.
Let's be fair. But it definitely, I think the goal was to change momentum, and it did.
And they did. And they knew how to change our momentum.
Yeah.
And it took us a while to get it back. Yes.
But we did.
We did. I would love to watch the match again, just to go to one section where I believe it was when Doyle was taken down, I think. And so someone was down on the far end of the match. We were very far away from it. And as he was getting up, the goalie just randomly fell on his back and pretended to be injured.
Or may have actually been injured.
But was standing and walking around for a good minute.
Was strange to see someone that had been up. Yeah.
Then all of a sudden on his back, like
that happened a couple times.
Yes. Good acting school at Ipswich that they put them through. So,
but to see that in person, that was incredible. Okay. We did hear from Glenn, who we met today. I believe that's who you said asked this question. Can we come back every week?
Yes.
And so I think to be able to really accurately answer that question, I wanted us to reflect a little bit on what our records are.
Okay.
So I have been to 3 matches here, and my record is 2 wins and a loss.
Correct.
So 66, 67% winning percent. What is it for you? Because you've been
Okay.
to a lot more matches than I
so
have.
I've been to 8 matches in the UK. 7.
That's true. There have not all been home matches.
I went to one away match in Crawley Town last year. So, but 7 of them were league matches. 1 was a cup match. And of that, there's been 5 wins,
Okay.
2 losses, and 1 draw.
All right.
And so 62.5%. So it's still a pretty good
It's
record,
not bad.
but not as good.
It's no
not as bad as-
66%.
But mine could be much worse, having come to 8 matches. So and
That's
then
impressive.
on Tuesday, my 9th,
Yep.
with the Portsmouth match here. And then on Saturday, I'll be going down to London to watch the Charlton match. So I will have seen 10 matches over a 4-year period,
Wow.
which I love it. It's not quite enough.
So then we might just
We
have to
have
come
to-
back again.
We'll have to have more. So, yes. So
And
we
I
have
think
good
it's
records.
it's doing, obviously it's doing well for the team. So
Right.
if it's good for the team, then we'll do it.
Right.
We'll
So
make the sacrifice.
So a couple points of notice from today's match.
Okay.
So one, we did have an injury that looks like it could potentially be something. So
Yeah, Sheaf went out.
she went out
very early.
which Parky said was a shin injury.
Yeah, we didn't know who it was at first.
Yeah. So that was 15 or 20 minutes in.
Yeah.
When Dobson came on.
And that
in
was
his
a
place.
great test of us
Being-
because we couldn't see who it was, but we could see numbers of players' jerseys. So we were checking people off the list.
So we may not know everyone's face, but we've got their numbers.
Like
down.
a couple in particular.
Hi, I'm Chief. Yes.
And then for me, sometimes Thomason. I'm working on it.
Yes, but like there was a point later on when like way on the opposite end, and we just saw the number 2, and we're like Doyle both
Yeah.
at the same time. So we know the numbers.
Yeah.
We know these guys. But Chief, so we're waiting to hear how serious his injury
Yep.
is. But Kiefer Moore, his 13th goal of the season in all
Wow.
competitions,
Not unlucky at all.
and right behind him, Josh Windass scored his 10th goal.
Okay. Oh, 10 for number 10.
10 for number 10 of all competitions of the season, both of which are higher than the largest number of goals from any individual last season.
Oh, really?
Yes,
And
because remember,
we've still
9.
got 10.
It was 9 last year.
Okay.
With Elliot Lee. So,
Okay.
so we still have 12 more matches.
12 more to go.
12 or 13 more. Yeah, 12 more. 12 more
Okay.
to go. Plus, the next cup match against Chelsea in a few weeks,
That's true.
of which we were asked today.
Yeah, we were.
We were at the
What did
car
we
rental
think?
in Manchester, and they said, "Where are you going, Wrexham?" So you're playing Chelsea soon. What do you think? And we said, "We'll tell you in 2 weeks."
You know what? I have to come down emotionally from today
Yes.
before I start
And
thinking
we
about
have
what's
we have
next.
2 more matches before
Yeah.
that, and then we could think about the
Yeah,
Chelsea match.
exactly.
Yes. But it's something to look forward to. So I have a trivia question for you.
Okay.
Okay,
I have a bad answer for you.
you might have a good answer for me. I'm not sure. So in the EFL plus the Premier League, so 92 teams. So the EFL is the 3 leagues: League 1, League 2, and Championship.
Oh, okay.
So that's 72 teams.
Okay.
And then the Premier League is 20 teams. So
Okay.
92 teams. Who is the most efficient scorer
I think I know this.
of having 5 or more goals so far this season based on the number of minutes on the field? So
I think it might be Ollie Rathbone.
She's wearing her Ollie Rathbone Have My Children sweatshirt as modeled by Ryan Reynolds a few weeks ago. And we see that a large number of our friend fans have those sweatshirts too. I have one, but I'm not wearing it right now. Yes, so he is the most efficient scorer. So up through last Tuesday, not including today, because he was on the field for a good 60, 70 minutes today. Every 84 minutes on the pitch, he scored a goal.
You know what? If they hadn't started him last week, it would have been less.
Yes. But I mean, but everyone's been saying since he came back from injury,
he has been incredible.
And he was everywhere again today. Not always on target with where he was going, but the energy has
Everybody's
just
got
not
an off day. That's fine.
And he looked like he was potentially pseudo injured, like right at the halftime.
Right before.
And I think he lasted like 15 minutes into the second half before they took him off. to protect him, of course, because we need him to keep going like that. There's, of the top 5, another player that we both know, former Wrexham player Jack Marriott, is in the 5th. And he's actually scored 16 goals, not including today, because I haven't looked yet, this season, which is more than his combined at his entire year and a half at Wrexham.
Wow.
But he is in 5th place with a goal every 104 minutes.
Look at that.
Yes. And I think he's the top scorer of League One, I believe, first or second for the season. So he is doing incredibly well.
Way to go.
He's found his place.
Wrexham and former Wrexham lads.
At Reading. So Reading, not far from London. If I ever am there and there's a match going, I will definitely go check him out. So yes.
Nice.
Yes. So coming ahead.
What's next?
Well, as we mentioned. So on Tuesday.
3 days from now.
So we're up against Portsmouth. We're currently in 6th place. We're back in 6th place today with a 2-point buffer ahead of Birmingham, who's now moved up to right below us. There's 2 or 3 points separating us from 5th, but there's a nice, space in the top 5. And then didn't you calculate that there was,
I think it's 8 teams within 5 points below us.
So it's still very tight, but we're getting a little bit of a cushion. So we're up against Portsmouth on Tuesday, and they're currently in 19th.
Okay.
And when we last played them in November, we drew them 0-0. And then on Saturday, we're going to London to play Charlton, face off against Connor Cody and his team.
That's true.
And we beat them last November at home.
Okay.
So we beat them 2 times.
I wonder if he'll start.
I don't know. That'll be interesting to see. Yes.
That will be.
Yes. So we have another day of exploring tomorrow.
And then a busy week ahead.
Yeah, so it's so much fun to do this in person.
I know. Bizarre.
Yes.
But I like it.
We'll be back to our 2 faces looking at each other from across the world next week.
Yeah, we will. This is your birthday gift.
Oh.
It has been in my house since November.
Oh my gosh.
Because it was, I think, twice as expensive to send it to you. And you were very gracious in saying that you would accept a very delayed birthday gift. Okay. So happy, very belated birthday to you.
With my little...
Don't hurt yourself.
Scissors. No. Okay. Makes for great video content.
It's thrilling.
Audio content. Okay. Oh, it's a big box. Oh, it's got the Wrexham seal on the front. I have an idea that I know what this is.
Do you?
Oh, wow. Okay. So it is a piece of grass from the pitch.
Mm-hmm.
That is amazing.
A little piece of Wrexham to take home with you.
Oh, that is awesome. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Happy late birthday to me.
Happy late birthday.
This is a beautiful box. It's got a certificate of authenticity.
And there was a number on it, wasn't it? There on the other box.
Yeah, it's right here.
Or on the bag.
And it's on here too. Yeah, 514. This is the old pitch, right?
Yeah.
That they took out. Yeah.
Oh, it's white on top. Like us. Well, that's all we have time for. Thanks for joining us this week. Please like, comment, and subscribe.
You can also email us at wxmcoffeematchup@gmail.com. All one word, that's wxmcoffeematchup@gmail.com. Or you can follow us on Instagram and Blue Sky at wxmcoffeematchup.
From the cop to your coffee cup, that's all for today's Wrexham Coffee Matchup. Keep it brewing, keep it red, and as always, up the town.